slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake.
Sherry, you're gonna meet my family soon. Are you nervous?
How could that be? I'm looking forward to it. 5 years ago it was also such a rainy day.
You bitch. The Moo family just thinks you're of humble origins, and doesn't approve of you being with Hernan. You actually killed Moo big brother.
I didn't do it. Hernan, I really didn't do it. Please believe me, I really didn't do it.
Su Wonking. I was actually planning to propose to you today. I'll wait until you've served your time, and then we can properly settle the score for killing my big brother.
5 years I waited for 5 whole years. None of those who hurt me will escape my vengeance!
Grandpa. This is a birthday gift that Hernan specially picked for you.
Great.
This is Moo's century-old cellar collection, and the market has already hyped it up to 30 million yuan per bottle.
What is this? The Moo family's eldest son passed away and now only this branch remains. The M. Chen and Moo families have arranged this marriage, so Miss Chen will have endless wealth and honor.
Brother, when did you come back? Why didn't you say anything?
I?
Who is the woman with him? Shu Wonking. Wonking. Shu Wonking.
Kier, what are you saying? Who is Shu Wonking?
Shu Wonking, that name sounds so familiar.
5 years ago the person who killed Moo clan's eldest son Moo Hexi was Shu Wonking, but I heard she committed suicide in prison out of fear. How could she come back to life?
Impossible. You were clearly dead. Are you human or a ghost?
Bushing, who is this woman? She's making my hand hurt.
Stop acting, Shu Wonking. You know me perfectly well.
Kuru, what are you doing? Kuru, you're spoiled at home, but behave when you're out. Can't you give sister-in-law some face?
Bro, she's clearly Shu Wonking. Hernan, you definitely wouldn't mistake her, right?
Manin, what are you doing?
If I am mistaken, I can apologize to this lady. But if she really is Shu Wonking, I guarantee she won't leave here alive today.
Let me go. I don't even know the person you're talking about.
You can keep pretending, but your birthmark can't fool anyone!
Now can you see clearly now? I don't have any birthmark at all. I'm not Shu Wonking you're talking about?
A birthmark can be removed, but you are the murderer.
Alright, you need evidence for that. If I were the killer, I should be in prison, not here.
Right, you're right. I can call the police to arrest you now.
Enough? You're really overstepping.
Bro, if you don't want to end up like Brother Moo, stop being so foolish. She's a scammer!
Pushing, it seems your family isn't very welcoming today. Maybe I should leave.
Want to leave? Not so easy!
Miss Chen, do you want to restrict my freedom of movement?
You won't be leaving Haiching without my permission! It really is you!
Trouble, it's Coco!
Miss Coco, do you know her? Of course I know her. I know her well, I wouldn't mistake her. Okay, then tell everyone who she really is. You remember me at all. You really don't remember me. I'm your high school classmate from St. George. So many years later, how have you been? Snowy.
Is Coco helping me?
St. George's, that's the most famous aristocratic school abroad.
Coco, it's really you. It's so great to see you.
How could that be? You must have mistaken me for someone else. A girl like her, how could she get into St. George's?
I still remember Miss Chen also applied to St. George's back then, only her scores were not even a fraction of George's cutoff. Otherwise, we would all be friends.
You poor devil, how dare you mock me?
Enough!
Hernan, do you believe her nonsense too? She's shoo-wonking. She's the murderer of Moo Big Brother.
Flushing, it seems I came at the wrong time today. I better leave now.
Stop right there. You're clearly shoo-wonking. Don't think I'll let you off. You dared to hit me. I'm going to tell my brother and Hernan.
Go ahead and tell them. Tell away, and see who they believe, you or me. Chen here, who I am doesn't matter. What matters is, I'll make your death very painful. We'll see. Let go of me. Muhan, and what are you planning to do?
Looking at my big brother's memorial plaque. Do you have nothing to say?
Muhan, and 5 years have passed. You're still so immersed in the performance. So you want me to get rid of your big brother? To be the only heir of the Moo family, are you not satisfied yet?
Do you still refuse to admit it? You can erase the birthmark on your neck. Why don't you fix your face while you're at it? I feel sick just seeing this face.
I can't understand you. What are you talking about?
Bite me.
You're crazy! This is a memorial hall. You're worse than an animal. How could you do this?
She doesn't seem like she's pretending. Could she not be that woman? No, I couldn't possibly make a mistake. Good. You made things complicated on purpose. Don't blame me then.
What are you doing?
Need I say more? I doubt you're feeling on the bed. It's also completely different now.
Are you crazy? This is my big brother's memorial hall.
I just want to do it in front of him. To punish you!
I tell you, don't touch me. If you touch me again, I'll kill you?
Kill me. Did you do the same to my brother? What are you doing? Wonking.
Don't come near. If you touch me again, I'll die for you to see!
Okay, I won't touch you. I can call an ambulance now.
Snowy. Are you okay?
He's gonna kill me! He's gonna kill me!
Muhongnan, you went too far. Even if the Mu family can control everything in Sea City, you can't treat people's lives so lightly. I tell you, if anything happens to Snow Pier, I won't let you off.
Hernan, why so impulsive? I have plenty of ways to deal with her. You don't need to do anything yourself.
Chen Carey, are you even talking sense? She's your sister-in-law. You're teaming up with an outsider to go against your own sister-in-law. Are you out of your mind?
I think you're the one with the problem. That woman is Shu Wonking. Can't you recognize her? You really are a fool.
Let me tell you again, Snow Pier is not Shu Wonking. Shu Wonking is just a poor gold digger, but Snow Pier's family is a well-known wealthy family abroad.
If she were a billionaire, would she even notice you?
Doctor, how is she now?
She didn't hit any vital spots. She just lost a lot of blood and is a bit weak. She needs plenty of rest and care.
Lucky her! She wasn't even killed by those big scissors.
Pushing! You must let them go! Let them go quickly!
Muhannan surely isn't pressing charges against you, which is already quite generous. I ask you to please not bother her anymore.
Humph, who cares to watch? Hernan, let's go!
Does Muhannan really want to kill you?
I stabbed myself on purpose. This way he won't dare to attack me lightly.
You're hurting others while self-harming badly.
I'm back this time for revenge. Sister Lu, take good care of Xiao for me.
You just had surgery. You shouldn't be running around instead of lying down and resting.
None of your business, let go!
Shu Wonking, do you hate me that much? Would you rather get hurt than let me touch you?
Let go! Muhannan, let go of me! Muhannan, let me down. I advise you not touch me, otherwise Fushing won't spare you!
Do you think you're marrying into a wealthy family? The Chen family group has been in trouble due to poor management. We are just alive today because of Mu family's investment. Everyone in Chen's family has to look at my face. What's the use of your marrying him? Better off with me. With me.
Cling to a wealthy family. You're joking! I'm with Fusheng. We are truly in love.
I give you one last chance, don't anger me!
I don't care.
Looks like I've been too lenient on you.
Stop.
Stop it! Muhang Nan, stop!
Who dared hit my son? I'll make sure to get her back for this.
Mrs. Mu, your son started the fight. Thanks, Mr. Mu.
Apologize, never. Make her come out. I want to see who has such guts.
It's me.
You aren't dead already. Shu Wonking, you.
Mrs. Mu, you have the wrong person. She's not Shuwonking. She is my fiancée, Sydney.
She is Shu Wonking. I couldn't possibly be mistaken. I won't allow you, this low-born woman, to taint my son. Stop dreaming of marrying into a wealthy family. There's $1 million in the card. Consider it payment for my son's services. Don't let me see you again! I don't care what means you cheap woman used to escape. If you keep harassing my son, I'll make you regret it.
You really are mother and son, swapping black for white just the same. But I never bothered your precious son at all. In fact, he's been harassing me repeatedly.
Him harassing you? How could that be? Don't slander me.
Mrs. Mu, the facts are like this. Snowy was hurt by your son with scissors before. Didn't expect your son to attack again at the hospital.
I originally didn't plan to pursue it, but I didn't expect your son to escalate the situation. If you insist on not apologizing, I'll have to call the police!
You just want money, right? The Mu family doesn't lack money. Here you go.
Do you think only you guys have money? Tell you I don't need it! Mr. Mu, please apologize. Please apologize. You must be crazy actually expecting the Mu family to apologize to you.
What are you going to do if they don't apologize? Call the police. Don't you know where you are?
You might be able to get away with anything in Haicheng, but you've messed with the wrong person. I've already contacted Beijing police. Just give me a call and they'll be here in half an hour.
So what about Beijing? Do you think we're afraid of you? Trouble. Mu family's influence doesn't reach there. If Hernan really gets caught, that could be bad.
Great, then let's meet at Beijing court. I've already had the evidence taken care of by my lawyer today. I'd like to see if your Mu family can get away with anything on my turf.
You bitch. Are you threatening now? Do you think I'll let you never leave this hospital?
Stop!
Hernan, what are you doing blocking me? I can tell you're clearly being manipulated by this woman.
It was my fault first. Hurt Miss Sydney. Miss Sydney, would you accept my apology?
I believe that by tomorrow morning Mr. Mu will have apologized to me all over Haicheng.
It's up to you.
Bushing, see the guests off for me.
Chen Kiri. Mrs. Mu?
Whether you are her or not, I will get you.
The way you dream. So silly. The good part is just starting. Sisterly, what's the matter? Haven't I told you? Don't contact me unilaterally.
Wonking Xiao has gone missing.
What? Mr. Mew, there is a large career outside that must be signed for by you in person. Mr. Mew! Wow, such a cute girl. How come she even resembles Mr. Mew a bit?
Little one, who put you in this box?
It's me.
By yourself? You're so small. How could you do it by yourself?
Xiaoxiao is no longer a baby. Xiaoxiao is 5 years old.
5 years old. Are you looking for me then?
I'm looking for my mom.
Looking for your mom. Whose mom are you looking for?
My mom is...
Whose child is this? How could you bring them to the company? They are getting more and more out of control.
Why are you here?
She's your fiancée. Isn't it okay if you don't feel at ease and want to come and see you?
Boss John, the international meeting with our partners is about to start.
That's perfect. Little one, stay with this auntie for now, okay? Uncle will be back. Watch over her. Miss Chen, I found what you asked me to look into. This beer is indeed suspicious.
I knew this woman was up to something. Spill it. It's fine. Just don't know where this brat came from. Spill it.
I need some water.
Drink it.
This is almond. Mom says not to touch almonds or I'll have an allergic reaction and die.
You have a lot on your plate. The restroom is right next to it. Help yourself.
I'm not drinking water from the restroom.
Are you expecting me to get you some water? You don't deserve it. Get lost. Spill it.
I checked St. George's high school records, and there's no one named Sassy. Her past is a complete blank. And her immigration records match the month after Shu Wonking died in prison.
Shu Wonking. I knew it was you.
Also, I found that Shu Wonking was pregnant when she was in prison.
Pregnant? You mean she was pregnant with Mu Hunan's child back then?
This is the only possibility. Shu Wonking was held in a women's prison, and even the guards were women. Otherwise, she must have been pregnant before she went to prison.
Then the baby in her belly.
I don't know about that. I can't find any records of the child's birth. If it was really hers, this child should be 5 years old.
What about the little girl just now? Say who your mom is! Say it! Believe me, I'll hit you.
Uncle, save me!
Chen Kier! What are you doing? She's just a lost child.
Kid, take a good look at this child's eyes and eyebrows. Don't you find her familiar?
What do you mean?
She's that bitch's child. 5 years later, Shu Wonking finally brought this bastard back.
What are you talking about?
I know you might not believe me, but I've already gone to get tested with her blood, and your hair! The results will be out soon! You little bastard, you dare bite me!
I'll see who dares touch her!
Mom.
Shu Wonking, you've really had it with sitting still. Coming to find me yourself.
I don't mind if you hate me, but why target an innocent child?
Innocent? Do you think carrying Mu family's child can wash away what you did back then? This child can stay, but you have to go to prison with me to serve your sentence.
Sue, sweetie, tell Uncle, is this woman really your mom?
Enough, Muhan, stop being unreasonable.
Miss, the report is in!
I'll see how you defend yourself now. How is that possible?
Can I go now?
No, even if this child isn't Hernan's, it's still your out-of-wedlock child. You're definitely involved in this.
Let her go!
Xiao Xiao. Why did you come here? Mom was worried sick.
Xiao is my cousin's child. Can this drama end now?
How is that possible? Whose kid has eyes and eyebrows just like yours?
Enough, Chen Kier! When will you stop?
Good thing you had me switch the inspection results beforehand.
Chen Kier will stop at nothing to achieve her goal. To deal with her, you have to block her path in advance.
She probably won't give up so easily.
Not give up. Next she'll be begging me?
Lily, you came all the way here and still bought so many things. You really are too considerate. Pushing, you don't say anything either.
Mom, I've advised her, but Lily is from a noble family and cares a lot about etiquette.
Bushing's parents are my parents. This gift isn't much.
Mom and Dad, these are just ordinary gifts. If I marry Muhan Nan, it'll truly be when you see things you never imagined.
That's so exciting! I heard that the wedding between the Mu family and the Chen family has been delayed for 5 years. I wonder when it will finally be settled. I heard Fengxing say you like jade. I picked this bracelet for you.
Oh, this imperial green bracelet. It was auctioned for 300 million yuan by Christie's just a few days ago. How did it end up here?
Mom, did you read that wrong? How could she possibly be so rich?
You're underestimating Snow Lei. Her family is a prominent wealthy family abroad. 300 million is nothing.
She's a fake. Only a fool like you would believe it. What imperial green bracelet? This looks fake!
Chen Kier, don't go too far.
It's just a fake. What's the big deal? Compensate you? It's such a shame. Originally I took this picture specially for you, carefully selecting an imperial green bracelet. Now it's just a certificate.
It's really a certificate from Christie's. You damn thing! You ruined 3 billion like this!
Even if it's true, so what? Well, after that, I'll marry Muhan. I can buy 10 or 100 without any problem, okay?
If Muhan really likes you, why hasn't he married you yet?
For the past 5 years, Han has only had me as a woman. How could he not marry me? It's just psychological trauma caused by that woman Shu Wonking.
Is it because his psychological shadow is too great, or are you not as attractive as Shu Wonking to Muhan Yuan?
Stop it, Chen Fusheng. You all know how much money I have invested in Mu's over the years to bring them closer to Chen's.
Then sister won't have to work so hard anymore. Actually, our family has also been interested in expanding our business in Haicheng. If you're interested in investing, why don't you talk to my father?
Really, Lily? That's great.
Looking for your home. Can your home be as powerful as the Mu family, who can't talk with their mouth?
You can.
Right before I came to Haicheng, my father specially prepared a 3 billion investment fund for me. Fushing, take it.
3 billion just like that? Your family sure is wealthy.
After we get married, Fushing belongs to me and I belong to Fushing.
To have you is my good fortune. This way I don't have to beg Muhan Nan for money anymore.
What you can give, the Mu family can give too.
Chen Kar, I feel ashamed to have you as my sister.
She hasn't even married into our family yet. You treat her like this. Who is the real family here?
Fushing little sister, will she be angry with me?
Don't worry about her. From now on you'll be the lady of the house. Don't mind her.
But I don't want to quarrel with her either. That will look bad if it gets around.
Shuli, you're too kind. If only my sister were half as kind as you.
You forgot what the doctor said about your heart condition. You must take this medicine.
Thank goodness for you, my darling.
Thanks to these pills, I was able to avoid sleeping with that disgusting man. Chen Kier? What about being betrayed by your family? Don't rush, the good stuff is just starting.
How could she suddenly get pregnant? Bro, you're too careless. Unmarried pregnancy will just be a joke if it gets out. Chu Walking, you're really shameless. Sydney's fine, don't listen to her. The dog doesn't spit out ivory, let's marry now. You're crazy. Have you met his parents and checked her financial background? She's just a scammer. Chen Qiu, I warn you, if you disrespect your sister-in-law again, get out of the Chen family. Cheng Fushing is really a fool. Okay, I'm leaving. You. Don't bother her, let her go. Hell! Bitch, don't pretend in front of me. Do you think I'll believe you? Hell, it was my fault before. Please don't hold it against me. Get away! Keep your dirty hands off me. Pushing, you come and persuade your sister quickly. Pushing, Chang Carry. Charlie. Peer. My stomach hurts. Pushing, my stomach hurts. Bitch, stop pretending. Enough, Chenkir, you are really vicious. He's carrying your nephew, how could you do it? She bled heavily after giving birth in prison. She couldn't have been pregnant. Bro, I'm your sister. Could I possibly harm you? Sister? You hate me, that's fine, but are you gonna hate my unborn child too? Don't call me sister. She wanking. I wish I could kill you myself. Nah, how many times have I told you, Snow, you might look somewhat like wanking. How could you bring yourself to do it? You're utterly vicious. Why won't you believe me? Okay. I'll show you the real face of this woman today. Kerr Shirley. You pretended to be pregnant. I'll expose your lie today. Stop it. Shirley. Sheila.
Sydney.
Doctor. Doctor, how is my fiancée? We've done what we can. She's safe. However, the fetus in her belly could not be kept. She couldn't be pregnant. Did you conspire with this woman? The test results won't be wrong. Miss Snowy has been pregnant for 2 months. Busong is her who killed our child. You're framing me. Everything was designed by you. Chu Wonking, I'll kill you. You actually hit me. You killed my child. Hitting you is the least I can do. But I didn't push her. She fell down the stairs by herself. Chen Kier, you're framing me. How could I kill my own child to frame you? Because you hate me for landing you in prison. Enough, from now on we're through. Our Chen family doesn't allow you to take another step. Get out. Bro, get out. You're saying she's pregnant with my brother's child. Even if she is, what then? I just want to kill that bastard. Hernan has been bullying me. You have to help me settle this. Come on, let's go to your place. Chu Wonking, you're in for it now. Though we bribed the doctor and got a fake abortion report, Chen Carey will not let it go. From now on, you need to be more careful. Do I have anything to fear from her? I hope she goes completely crazy. Carrie Snowly. Snowly comes to apologize to you. Make them leave quickly. She's a murderer. I don't want to see them. Make them go. Snowly, listen to me. Don't get excited first. Michelle also came. Michelle came on behalf of my sister to apologize to you. Just give him some face. You know, there are still many collaborations between the Mu family and our Chen family, right? Snowly, even if you don't give me a face, you should give my fiancé a face. What are you going to offer to compensate for my child's life? Miss Snowly just had a miscarriage, so please don't get too excited. I've invited the most famous doctor in the entire city of Haishi to examine her and ensure she can conceive again smoothly. Even world-class doctors can't save my child's life. What good is all this pretense? Pushing, make them leave quickly. I don't want to see them, make them go. Shoe-wonking, I see you're scared now. Scared that the doctors we hired will expose your fake pregnancy scam. Chen here, don't be too ruthless. Miss Snowly, you've got it all wrong. I came here this time to sincerely apologize to you on behalf of my PNC, so I hope you can accept our goodwill. Yes, Nolly, don't be too sensitive. Plus, he's indeed the best doctor in High City. Even I asked him, why don't you let him check you up?
Okay.
I can accept the diagnosis, but if the diagnosis isn't as Miss Chen Kuro said, what will you do to apologize? Do you think negotiating will scare us away? No matter what compensation you ask for, my fiancé can agree to it. Well, Mr. Mu, what do you say? Okay. I heard that Mr. Mu has a heavenly bead worth billions, so I want this item. $1 billion yuan heavenly bead. You really are asking for the moon. You say you're a miss from a wealthy family. I see you as a greedy poor girl. If Musha is reluctant, then take your fancy in the world-class doctor and head back home. Burn, relax. She definitely won't get pregnant again. She bled a lot in prison then and couldn't have gotten pregnant. Please believe me. Okay. I agree. How about it, Doc? The physical condition of this young lady does indeed show signs of great damage, which corresponds to a miscarriage. Impossible. Doctor, did you read it wrong? Get down. I suffered in prison and then had heavy bleeding when giving birth to Xiao Xiao. If it weren't for Sister Li's help, I would be dead. My body was already like a lamp with no oil left, and all this is thanks to you. This is the famous doctor you invited, or am I supposed to collude with them beforehand? Or is Musha trying to deny it this way? Okay, I accept my loss. But the Heavenly Pearl is in the old mountain temple, so Miss Snowpiercer needs to come with me. Why do I have to go if Musha gets it for me? Isn't that the same? This Heavenly Pearl is a sacred object, so it also needs to be transferred in a sacred place. I won't do anything to Miss Snowpiercer. What are you afraid of? Oh, Heron, you really want to give it to her. That's worth billions? Bussing, it seems Sister isn't genuinely here to apologize to me. She's actually bringing up our dead children. She wants to eat his blood money. Julie, don't be angry at Kier. Quickly apologize to your sister-in-law. Ernan, look how she's bullying me again. I've invested so much in Chun's company. How dare he talk to me like this? It's your fault. Apologize to Miss Shuli. How could you too? Apologize. Hurry up. Sorry, okay? Miss Snowpiercer, see you at Old Mountain Buddhist Temple in 3 days. Snowpiercer, don't worry, I'll go with you in 3 days. Shu Wan King, it's all because of you. This time I'll make you die a terrible death. Hello. Okay, I got it. Sorry, Lily, I have work to handle and can't go to Old Mountain Temple. Okay, as soon as you're back, I'll pick you up. Okay.
Be safe.
This must be Mu Hongyan's deliberate move to keep Chen pushing away. Miss Snow, are we still going? Go. I want to see what tricks he still has up his sleeve. This time I have to get rid of this bitch completely.
Help. Help.
Don't move around too much, you might hurt your head. Was it you who saved me? Why? Didn't you hate me to the bone? I wanted you to die, but I also wanted to know more. Why did you kill my big brother? I told you you're mistaken. If you're not hurt, why do you want my brother's legacy so much? What did you say? Is that celestial pearl a relic of your eldest brother? Impossible. According to your description, I found this celestial pearl. It's worth billions, and the Mu family bought it 3 months before Mu Hubai was killed in the north. The person who murdered Big Brother Mu is right within the Mu family. Too wonking, why do you want my brother's legacy so much? Stop lying. I was so good to you and loved you so much. Why did you kill my big brother? Yes, so you never wondered why she killed your big brother. Mahana, do you really love her? What's up? She don't speak, seems someone in the courtyard. Why are you nervous? Before I came, I told the people here to move out and stay overnight outside. Logically, besides you and me, no one else should be here. Maybe it's someone from nearby? That's impossible. Old Mountain is peaceful and quiet, with no residents for hundreds of miles around. Hide here. No matter what happens, don't come out until you hear my signal. No way, it's too dangerous. You. Are you worried about me? I'm not. Where's the girl? Stop, it's her. Don't let her get away. We're on. Why? Back then, it was clearly you plotting with them to hurt me. Is there more to the story? Andover, girl. You look so pretty. Killing you would be such a waste. Might as well satisfy us before you die. What's going on? Stop. Why don't you fight back? My life is over. Who said that? Whoever knocks you down, knock them back. No one is helping you now. From today on, no one, not anyone, will dictate my fate. Marshal lady, spare me, don't kill me. Did Chan Kiro send you here? Yes, it's her. Tell her when you go back, I'm dead. Got it? Got it. Get out! Walking. Young Master Mu, I've already said that I'm not the person you're looking for. Let me go. Wong King. This time I won't let you leave me again. Let me go. Do you know, the 5 years you were away, I thought of you all the time. I thought of you all the time. Don't say anything else. Walking. Or try the tea I just brewed. Where's that arrogant attitude you had when you hooked up with a wealthy woman? Now that she's dead, you're begging me. My sister, even if Shirley were alive, I would still care more about your feelings. You're a fool. I told you before that she was a fraud, and now she's dead, and we've offended the Mu family. Do you think a few words of begging can erase everything? Yes, I'm wrong. I'm really wrong. My dear sister, please give me one more chance. You helped me plead with that Mr. Mu. Our Chen family business definitely can't do without his investment. Okay, I can go plead with Mr. Mu for you, but in the future, our Chen family's benefits. You keep 30, I get 77. Aren't you asking for too much? Your daughter is dead! What qualifications do you have to negotiate with me? If it weren't for the fact that you're still Chun, I wouldn't give you a single cent. What about if we do this? Who said I'm dead? Lily. Impossible. Who said I'm dead? Lily is great. How can she still be alive? The killer clearly told me he killed her. You're okay, right? Who told you I was dead? I just encountered a landslide which delayed my return. That's good. Are you human or a ghost? Are you human or a ghost? This slap, do you see if I'm human or a ghost? Bastard, what gives you the right to hit me? I didn't think too badly of you because you are the younger sister of Fu Shan. But I never expected that you would not only kill the child in my belly. You took Chen Shi, you're not even worth the dirt under a beast's feet. Don't meddle in our brother-sister matters. From today, she can meddle too. Sydney. Will you marry me? I will. Bro, can you ensure this woman won't have any accidents? Next time, you won't be so lucky. Cheng Ka. This time the accident to Shirley probably has something to do with you too, and you did the same to Yu Wajing before. From today on, the Cheng family has nothing to do with you. Bro, get out. Hernan, this is really overboard. I heard she had an accident. I specially went back to see my brother, never expected he would actually kick me out. Who told you she had an accident? I just guessed since she didn't come back last night. Hernan, that's not important. What's important is that she actually proposed to my brother in front of me. Then my brother, influenced by her, actually kicked me out. I can't let this go. Proposed. Did she accept? How could she not accept? Where can I find a fool as gullible as my brother? She was even doing that with me last night, yet she's eager to marry someone else. Hernan, what's wrong with you? She can't marry him. Hernan, you're finally helping me. Great! Master, the Chun family sent wedding invitations for you and Miss Chen. What? Marriage? So soon? Tell them we won't attend this dog couple's wedding, and none of the high-profile families in Heishi who are friendly with the Mu family will go either. I'll go. Hernan. Why do you have to go? I said I can't let her marry someone else. Sister, I really was afraid you wouldn't come. Don't play with me. Don't think just because you're marrying my brother you've won. I have plenty of ways to deal with you. Sister. Sister, from now on we're family, so past misunderstandings should be forgiven. Miss Snow Lily, from now on we're also family, right? Mr. Chen, I think you're absolutely right. I hope you and Miss Chen can get married soon. Yeah, Cousin Wu, I'm waiting for the wedding wine between you and my sister. Please. I've done what I should and shouldn't do, but why is Miss Snow Lily still so cold towards me? You must have a fever and be confused? I don't understand what you're saying. You can flip faces really quickly, but please rest assured, Miss Snow Lily, I won't let you marry Chen Fushing. Miss Snow, what's the matter? This gentleman is in the wrong room. Could you please ask him to leave? Please. We'll see. This is Miss Snowpear, who has been bothering the Chun and Mu families. She is indeed beautiful. Not only is she beautiful, but her family is also wealthy. Lesser Chen has really hit the jackpot. Hit the jackpot? I'm not so sure. The day is my wedding day with Snow Lily. Thank you very much for coming, guests. Marrying Snow Lily is the luckiest thing in my life. Bushing. Bushing, what's wrong? Call on 20 now. I'm a doctor, let me see. It's too late, he's already dead. Impossible. My brother couldn't possibly be dead. I suspect that Mr. Chen's cause of death was due to poisoning by a highly toxic hydride. You're saying someone poisoned my brother? I just saw Mr. Chen in the lounge, and it seemed like Miss Snow took something for him to drink. Just now I saw Mr. Chen in the lounge, and Miss Snow seemed to have given him something to drink. We have eyewitnesses here. What else do you have to argue about? Chu Wangqing, you killed my big brother. I'll make you pay with your life. Never expected such a venomous woman would poison her own husband on their wedding day. But that shouldn't be the case. Getting married into the Chen family was supposed to be a good thing. Why would she do this? You don't know, but this woman planned to kill my big brother and inherit the Chen family's assets by marrying into our family. Cases like this, she's done it more than once. Chen Kier, don't slander me. Me and Fushing are truly in love. You say I did it for the assets. I've proven it to you before. My family's finances are on par with the Chen family's. Yes. You did send a lot of valuable things before, but who knows if you did that just to win my parents' trust. The trick of marrying into a rich family by any means should be second nature to you, right? I said I didn't do it, so stop framing me. Here's the proof. What makes you say I'm framing you? No, I've never seen this waiter before. Are you sure she works here? This hotel has hundreds of employees. It's normal that Miss Daisy hasn't seen me. That's wrong. For this wedding, I carefully selected employees who were quick on their feet, and I personally made sure of those who could enter and exit my resting room. You I haven't seen at all. Chu Wangqing, what are you still denying? If you say she's not an employee of this hotel, how could she be wearing a hotel uniform? Okay, since you have doubts, just call the hotel manager to clarify things. Miss Chun is indeed an employee of our hotel. What else do you have to argue about now? Alright, let's assume she is an employee of this hotel. But I didn't choose her either. How does she have the right to enter and exit my lounge? Sorry, Miss Lily. Because the staff you personally selected is on leave, we temporarily replaced them. You killed my brother for the money and you're still defending it. How can there be such a vicious woman in this world? Please judge for the Chen family and don't let this poisonous woman off the hook. We can all testify that it was her who caused Chen Xiao's death. We must severely punish this woman. We can all testify. Woman, I can send you to prison once, and I can send you back to prison again. I'll see how you escape from there this time. You said you personally saw me put something in the water I gave to Chen Fushing. I swear I personally saw it. What kind of water was it? Mineral water. No, not the water in the cup. The water poured into the cup. I haven't eaten or drunk anything to ensure I look my best at this wedding. He also instructed the waiter not to enter the restroom. The other waiters can all testify for me. So the water you saw couldn't possibly have been in the restroom. It's impossible to appear in the lounge. Miss Snowy did instruct us not to put water or food in the lounge. We can vouch for that. How would you know if she brought water or not if she said one thing but did another? Miss Snowy was always in her wedding dress and stayed in the lounge. Since someone accompanied her in and out, how could we not know if she took water in? It's contradictory. Did you make a mistake? I swear I saw it with my own eyes, no lies. Mr. Chen drank the water that Miss Snow Lee placed in the resting room. You just said you gave water to Chen Fushing. Now you're saying he drank water from my resting room. You changed your story pretty quickly. I'm asking you one last time, have you been lying? Think it over before you speak. She swore she saw it with her own eyes. Why are you still asking? You're just threatening her. You have your witnesses, I have mine too. Since she insists she saw it with her own eyes, let's retrieve the hotel surveillance. Anyone who entered the lounge without my permission is the real culprit of the poisoning. Miss Snow, there are cameras, but only at the entrance of the lounge. What happened inside the lounge, I don't know. Go ahead and do as you please. The camera showed only Miss Snow and Chen Shou entering the lounge from start to finish. No one else was seen. I never expected it. This is your own proof of murder. What do you have to say now? This surveillance is fake? Haha, the surveillance was taken directly from the security room. How could it be fake? Because a friend of mine came to my lounge in the meantime. But his figure never appeared in this surveillance footage. You just said only servers with your permission can enter the lounge. Who could that friend be now? You know this friend of mine? Who is it? Musha? Don't you have anything to say? How would Musha go to Miss Snow's dressing room? Didn't they have a pretty unpleasant time before? You're just talking nonsense. How could Brother Hernan enter your dressing room? Musha doesn't say anything, that's okay. Another waiter saw him enter my dressing room. She can testify for me. She can vouch for me. Don't be afraid, just say what you saw. I don't remember. How could you possibly not remember? Didn't you hear the flower vase break in the lounge? You just arrived, right? Even argued? I went in to clean up the shards, but I didn't know how the vase broke. Young Master Mu, how can you not admit to something you've done yourself? Brother Hernan, this woman killed my big brother. When are you going to stop being manipulated by this woman? Bitch, your lies have been uncovered. No matter how you argue, it's too late. Who called the police? She committed murder. Arrest her quickly. I didn't kill anyone. You're being stubborn. Evidence in front of you, still denying it. What a ruthless woman. She actually poisoned her own husband at the wedding. Mahana, you knew that video was fake. Why are you helping them frame me? Why won't you believe me? You bitch, stop trying to trick me again. Do you think Hernan will fall for your tricks again? Even the Heavenly King himself couldn't save you now. I don't need anyone to save me. I believe that once this video is released, I will clear my name and identify the culprit. Please enjoy it. Oh my, Miss Chen actually drugged them. This is concrete evidence of the murder. I didn't. That's not legal cyanide. Please believe me. With the evidence and witnesses, what are you trying to deny? I didn't. I only put a love potion in your drink. I just wanted you to embarrass yourself at the wedding. I didn't want to kill you. Chen Carey, do you think anyone will believe what you're saying now? Everyone saw the look on your face when you accused me of murder just now. Every word you said was as if you wanted me dead, trying to harm my life. No, I didn't. I didn't kill anyone. How could I possibly kill my own brother? Chen Kier, ever since I started dating Fuxing, you've been constantly targeting me? It's because Fuxing protects me that you can't let it go. You didn't hesitate to kill your own brother, and you still want to kill me? Miss Chen was always spoiled and capricious, but I didn't expect his moral character to be so corrupted. Hernan, help me! I didn't kill Big Brother. I really didn't kill brother. This scene is so familiar. Chun-Kai, I finally let you experience the despair of being wronged and unable to clear your name. Hernan, all these years since the big brother left, it was me who took care of you. I'm your fiancé, you must help me, right? Mr. Mu, if you care about her, you can find her a good lawyer. But with concrete evidence, Miss Chun might have to rot in prison. This woman, if you frame me, I'll bring you down with me. Hernan, why? Go to the hospital just in case there are glass shards. You are worried about me. Miss Chen, what's with the downtrodden look? Don't get too cocky. Even if Mu Hongyan doesn't save me, my parents will save me anyway. I won't let you off easily. Your parents, do your parents even care about your life now? You killed Fu Sheng, the evidence is clear. Fu Sheng was the only son of the Chen family. And you're just an adopted child. They might even want you dead more than I do right now. You're lying. I'm the Chen family's daughter, their own flesh and blood. Chun Kuro, you can fool others, but don't fool yourself. After all, you just think I can win Mu Hunan's heart even though I'm not from a wealthy family. It makes your fake daughter look bad. Xu Wangqing, you finally admitted it. What are you really going to do? I just want you to experience everything I went through firsthand. I just want you to know that there's good karma for good deeds and bad karma for bad deeds. Xu Wangqing, I really underestimated you. Thank you for the compliment. Too bad you figured it out too late. Xu Wangqing, did you really think the murderer of Uncle Mu was just me? Who else? Xu Wangqing, you've wasted your efforts on the wrong person. You said I'm just a tool for the wealthy family. And you, aren't you the same? What do you mean? When you were with Hernan, I wasn't happy at all, but I wasn't set on marrying just him. It's just that someone offered me an all-life branch at that time, saying that as long as I cooperate with him to get rid of you, he would let me be Mu family's matriarch. So I cooperated with the plan. Who is that person? Want to know? I won't tell you. I just want you to sleepless all night. Always remember those eyes watching you in the dark. What are you laughing at? Tenker, you're really stupid? Being used as a tool by a wealthy family, in the end not getting what you want. That person promised to make you Lady Mu. You'll just be Muhammadan's ex forever? You're lying. If you hadn't come back, Hannan would have married me already. I was gone for so many years and you didn't marry into the Mu family. Shenkari, so stupid and naive, used by others? End up willingly taking the blame for others. Okay, if you don't want to say, then it will just rot in your belly. It's Mrs. Mu. Mrs. Mu framed me and killed Big Brother Mu. Visiting time is over. Let her finish. How is that possible? How could she possibly kill her own son with her own hands? You damn comment, my son just got married to you less than a day ago and he's already dead. How do you have the faith to stay in the Chun family? Get out quickly. Don't let us see you again. Uncle, auntie, although our wedding ceremony hasn't been completed, we are legally married. And it wasn't me who harmed him. If it weren't for you, how could Fusheng have such a tense relationship with Kier? So, in the end, it's all because of you. Okay. I can leave, but I'm taking what I'm due. Your tail is showing. You're after our Chen family's assets. After our assets? Feng Sheng didn't tell you that your Chen family's financial chain broke long ago. Thanks to my savings, the Chen family wouldn't have gone bankrupt. You're talking nonsense. My Chen family has a large business. Do we need your help? You venomous woman, not only did you harm my son to death, but you also sent my daughter to prison. My Chen family has no hair because of you. You will get what's coming to you. Retribution, you're right. The retribution I shouldn't have borne has already come. What I'm doing now is all the compensation heaven should give me? This is the prenup I signed with Fu Shang. He personally promised to let me inherit all of the Chun family's assets. So, you guys are the ones who should leave. Impossible. Pushing will never sign such an agreement. You must have tampered with it. Right. You must have given my son something. That's why he signed this. I didn't want to do it this way either. But if I let you off this time, will you let me off next time? Zelly, we were just acting out of anger. My son's death was caused by Kier. What does that have to do with you? How could we possibly ask you to leave? You can stay at the Chun family as a widow. But if you want to remarry, you must leave. Sorry, it's not your time to negotiate with me now. Rather than you deciding if you stay with the Chun family. And my answer is no. How unreasonable. My son's body hasn't even cooled down, and you want to kick his parents out now? Yes, my husband's body hasn't even cooled down, and you want to kick me out now? I'm just doing unto them as they did unto me. Mrs. Chun. How come you're here, Mrs. Mu? We were almost becoming in-laws. Such a big event has made everyone feel uncomfortable. I'm here to comfort you guys. It's just that our Chun family doesn't have. If I knew it would turn out like this, I should have prioritized Kieran and Hernan's wedding. Now my son is dead too. And we old-timers are being kicked out of our own home. Losing everything we had. Who dares to kick you out? It's that poisonous woman! How come it's you again, woman? Chencha's body is not even cold yet. You want to drive her parents out of the house. Don't you fear being struck by lightning? If it weren't for them insisting on driving me away, I wouldn't have to be so extreme. We won't provoke others if they don't provoke us. Mrs. Mu, you should understand, right? Still, you shouldn't have forced the Chen family out. Otherwise, I'll make sure all the wealthy people in Heicheng look down on you. What does it have to do with me whether you look down on me or not? Rather, Mrs. Mu, I heard from Fu Shang that Miss Chen has been helping you manage some private accounts. Now that I'm taking over Chen family, we should probably talk things through, right? Are you threatening me? I wouldn't say it's a threat. Today's business is about the Chen family's internal matters. You insist on getting involved. Don't blame me for being rude. I've been a good friend to Mrs. Chen for years. I can't just sit back and watch you bully her. What if that's the case? Why don't you bring them all to the Mu family? Anyway, today, no matter what, they all have to leave this house. You. Darling. Mrs. Chen, send her to the hospital quickly. Chen Fushin, I never intended for you to die. Blame your Chen family for reaping what they sowed. I'm just getting back what was owed to me. Ernan, you're not young anymore. It's time to think about getting married. Chiangkin, if someone is willing to forgive your past arrogance and naughtiness, you should be nice to her. I don't need her forgiveness, and I certainly won't marry her. What are you playing at? The Mu family and the Wang family are now joining forces. Chongqing is the perfect wife for you. You mean we should be tools for this arranged marriage? Ernan, if that's how you see it, that's fine too. Uncle Aunt, don't be mad at Ernan. I believe he just lost his head and was missiled. I'm confident he'll come back to me. I have no feelings for you, so how can I change my mind? Enough. I forbid you to speak to Changkin like that. Master and Mrs. Chentai is here to visit. Should we let her in? Chentai? Which Chentai? Could it be the widow from the Chen family? It's her wife? Why is she here? She dare show up at our place. Kick her out. Wait. Miss Chen, please bring her in quickly. How did you let her in? Don't you know she humiliated me at the Chen family's place? She even drove my dear friend Mrs. Chen out. You actually let her into our house. You know nothing. Mrs. Chen now inherits all the Chen family's assets. With the prestige of her mother, which wealthy family in Heishi would not be eager to court Mrs. Chen? How could I not invite her in? Quickly, please, Mrs. Chen, to the seat of honor! Chuntai suddenly feeling like paying us a visit. Bastard, you dare follow me here? My marriage to Hernan is already arranged, and you won't be able to interfere anymore. So this is the future young madam of the Mu family. Chentai, don't mind her. There must be some misunderstanding between you two. I have no misunderstanding with her. She was trying to seduce Hernan. When she heard about my engagement to Hernan, she rushed here to break us up. Are you really here for me? My relationship with Musha isn't close enough to interfere in marriage matters. I'm here today to discuss business with the Mu family. Business partnership, just because of you. What do you have to offer Mu family to cooperate with us? I heard that the Mu family wants to buy a plot of land in South City recently. But it's been delayed due to some land disputes, right? Mrs. Chen, how did you find out about this? It seems you went to great lengths to investigate. I didn't really have the time to do an investigation, but I have some connections with the original owner of the land. I just heard it from him by chance. We've never been able to get in touch with the original owner of the land. Since you know him, do you think you could help us make a connection? This is the purpose of my visit today. Chenta, please come to my study for a detailed discussion. Ernan, you come too. But I feel that your family doesn't seem very welcoming to me. Not at all. I will definitely bring my wife to apologize another day. Please. It's really despicable. She must be here for Hernan. Her so-called cooperation is just an excuse. Jankin, don't be angry. Anyway, she is a widow of the Chen family. With her current reputation, there is no way she can marry into any wealthy family in the city, let alone my Mu family. Wait until you marry in, then Mu family will follow your rules. Even if she wants to interfere, she'll be helpless. I didn't expect Uncle Chen to settle the land dispute with one call. Truly powerful. Just a courtesy. I've always admired Mr. Mu's business legend, and it's an honor to be of help to you. Miss Snow didn't say she was coming to High City for the first time. How does she have old acquaintances here? Old acquaintances don't necessarily meet just the old generation's network. Mr. Mu, there's no need to overact. Nana Chen just helped us a lot. Don't be as rude as your mom. I've always had high hopes for the Mu family and hope for further cooperation. Mr. Mu, I just took over the Chen family. I don't want to ruin my late husband's business. Of course, our Mu and Chen families have been on good terms. If Aunt Chen needs my help, I'll definitely oblige. I wish our collaboration goes well. With those words from you, I feel much better. Shi Wangking, who allowed you to flirt with my dad in front of me? What are you talking about? Let go! You're lying. Your gazes are practically melting. Do you think I'm invisible? Don't impose your thoughts on me. I'm here to talk about a partnership with the Mu family. Talk about a partnership. Is there anything you want to discuss that I can't agree to? The Mu family will be under my decision from now on. Don't you know that? So, you're saying the biggest beneficiary after my brother's death was you, right? If your big brother didn't die, the inheritance of the Mu family would never have gone to you. No. You're intentionally angering me. I'm just telling the truth. Tell the truth. You're mad and came to find me because you know Wang Tianyan is going to marry me. That must be it, right? Stop being so self-deluded. You didn't say that the other night. You clearly enjoyed it. Shall we relive it again? Let me go! Do you believe that I asked your parents and fiancé to take a look at your face? Sure. Well, I'd like to hear that. Let go. Ernan, what are you doing? You're acting like an animal. What business is it of yours? It's all this whore's fault. You're talking nonsense, Why would I entice him? Clearly your son is harassing me by treating me like his ex-girlfriend. Mr. Mu, I need you to take action. Damn it, you already offended Mrs. Chun once, now you're doing it again. That time was all this woman's word against our son, and you knew it. Just because of a land project, you distorted the truth and spoke for this woman. How could you be such a dad? Shut up, you don't get to speak here. You did such things to Mrs. Chun, and you're still protecting him. You actually dare to hit me. Fine, I'll go. Mom. Mr. Mu, I'm sorry I've caused another argument for your family. It's not your fault. We've just been too indulgent towards Hernan. Since his elder brother died, he's changed completely, won't listen to anyone. Hypocritical. Your bed partner killed your child. I don't believe you have no idea. Mr. Mu. Your son is dead. You must be very sad, but you're still thinking about your family. You're truly a rare good man. I just feel so sorry for you. Will the revenge on the Mu family be too costly? Sacrificing a little in terms of appearance isn't a big deal. Compared to my previous experiences, it's not even worth mentioning. Did that old Mu family guy fall for it? course, their marriage has long cooled down. Although Mrs. Mu spent years trying to win Mr. Mu over, she now relies on something other than her husband. It's actually his biological son Mu Hanan. If Mu Hanan inherits the Mu family group smoothly, she can do whatever she wants. What are you going to do next? I don't need to do anything, he'll bite eventually. How did your investigation into the prison incident from back then go? It's already clear. I investigated the entire process of Xu Wangqing's death and also looked into the young lady of the Lu family from Nanjing who was imprisoned in the prison at that time after Xu Wangqing's death. Also disappeared. They reportedly had a very good relationship in prison. Nanjing Lu family. The Lu family is the richest and often does business with Heijing. With their power, it would be easy for them to help Xu Wangqing fake her death and escape from prison. There's that possibility. No wonder she's spending money so freely now. If the Lu family is supporting her behind the scenes, that wouldn't be strange. Good one, Xu Wangqing. This time I caught your weakness. I'm going to send you back to prison. Isn't Mrs. Chen on bad terms with Mrs. Mu? How is she also attending Mu family's engagement party? What do you know? Mrs. Chen is now the default high society guest in High City. It's a symbol of status to invite her to come. The Mu family must have put in some effort to invite him over. Mrs. Chen, thank you very much for gracing us with your presence at my son's engagement party. You're welcome, I'm here only because of Mr. Mu's face. Bitch, how long do you think you can keep up this act? I'll definitely uncover your true self at this banquet. It's Mr. Mu, congrats to you! Thank you, Mrs. Chen, it's very kind of you to accept my invitation. They're here. "5 years ago I was certain I would be Mu Honen's bride, but I never expected the most heart-wrenching betrayal. I swore to revenge all those who framed me, yet why does my heart ache when I see him with another woman? Mr. Mu, today is your engagement day. I don't want to make the scene too embarrassing. Please let go. Just say the word and I can cancel the engagement right now. Why do you always think I want you to refuse? I genuinely wish you two well together, which is why I'm here. Why do you always provoke me? That's your own misunderstanding. You're hurt, don't try to deny it. Why don't you just leave me alone? Why do you have to come back? Isn't it better for me to think you're dead? You have to appear in front of me to torture me. Boss Mu, I don't know what psychological trauma you've gone through, but I think the person you love has already died? Wangqing, don't leave. Hernan Xiangqian has been looking for you for a long time. Go be with her. I need to talk to Mrs. Chen. Mom, I don't want to talk about it. Hernan, do you really want Mom to lose face today? Or make all the rich people in High City laugh at our family? I wonder what Mrs. Mu wants to talk to me about. Mrs. Mu. Bitch, you dare to call yourself Xu Wangqing? Don't think your disguise is flawless. I've said it before, I'm not shoe wonking. Stop making excuses. I've already sent people to investigate. 5 years ago in prison, the Liu family helped you fake your death, let you escape from prison, and later return to Haishi with the help of the Liu family. You seduced Chen Fushing and killed him. Your ultimate goal is to reclaim the position of Mu family young lady that belonged to you 5 years ago. I was right, wasn't I? They may be poor but not stupid. Do you think everyone wants to be a socialite wife? Stop pretending. If you were truly in love with Hernan as you said initially, you wouldn't have gone to such lengths to sleep with him and keep him dependent on you. To you, everyone connected to him is just a stalker. So it's my fault because he said he can cancel the engagement with just one word from me. Stop acting so high and mighty. Don't think I don't know what you're thinking. That's because you used to use this trick to become Mrs. Mew, right? So you think everyone is like you? Say whatever you want, but I still advise you to go back and turn yourself in honestly. Otherwise, I'll make things very embarrassing for you. Judging from your appearance, you must have found an incredible trump card, Hod. That's why you dare to threaten me? I have all the paperwork from when you faked your death back then, full of holes. Just start the investigation, and you'll definitely give yourself away. What do you want me to do? Chu Wonking, you have fallen today. You were so proud just now. Come to beg me now. You didn't want to see me, right? I can leave? No way. Not only can't you leave, you have to happily attend my son's engagement party. And you have to spend all of the Liu family's money on our Mu family. Otherwise, I'll expose everything about you. Eh? I promise you. Bitch. Can you compete with me? Back then when I kicked Muhubai's mom out of the Mu family, you weren't even born yet. Oh, how did you end up here? Oh, didn't you send me here? When did I ask you to come? Today is our son's wedding day, how could I not come? Be careful, don't let anyone hear. Oh, come on, what are you afraid of? Today after our son gets married, he'll be the heir to Mu family group. Then we'll find a way to get that sickly kid out of the way. Isn't Mu family group ours then? Ouch, you know how hard I've worked to get here? That sickly kid can't have kids, or we wouldn't have a son. And now they've killed his eldest son again. As Hernan, how could I be Mu family's heir? How could I establish myself in the Mu family? Mrs. Chun, you don't look well. Is something wrong? Mr. Mu, I'm not feeling well. Could you help me find a room to rest? Follow me. Mrs. Chen, what's this? Mr. Mu, did you know I wish Fu Shan were still alive by my side just like you? Mrs. Chen, if you need it, I can also take care of you like Fu Shan. What are you guys doing? Bitch, you really showed your true colors. What's going on here? What are you doing with my dad? Mrs. Chun just felt unwell, so I brought her to her room to rest. Why are you making such a fuss over this? You call this resting? You two are all over each other. Mr. Mew only wanted to take care of me, so don't think too much about it. You bitch, you must be enjoying this. You dare to flirt with my man. You actually hit me. You actually hit me? Don't make a fuss, didn't you do these things back then too? At least Mrs. Chen is more useful than you. How can you talk to me like that? I'm your son's mother. Mr. Moo, Mrs. Moo, don't fight. It's all my fault. Stop acting innocent. You did this on purpose? You came to my Moo family on purpose to cause trouble. Stop it. Mrs. Chen, don't mind. Do you know who she is? It's all my fault. I was just passing by the roof when I saw Mrs. Moo and you hugging each other so sweetly. It reminded me of the days when I was with Fu Sheng. That's why I felt unwell. But I really didn't mean to cause any trouble for your marriage. What rooftop? Sweet embrace. I didn't go to the rooftop today at all. What's going on here? She's just talking nonsense. I'm not lying. I just saw you two in a particularly sweet embrace. I even took a video. Mr. Mule, look. You bitch. You actually brought your old flame. And you were still sweet talking to him behind my back. Dad's not like this. Stop it. Don't hold me back. She put me on horns today. I will definitely teach her a lesson today. It's not like that. Let me explain. How am I supposed to explain? It's not like that. She is just talking nonsense. Let me explain. It's really not like that. Auntie, where have you been? Almost missed the auspicious time. Why is your face red? Nothing. I just got bumped into by something. Let's start. Okay. Let's extend our sincere wishes to Mr. Mu and Miss Wong. May their engagement be happy and their union last 100 years. Mrs. Mu. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. Imp, bitch, there's nothing to talk about with you. Do you think just because you hurt me, you'll have an easy time? Even if I die, I'll tell everyone your secret identity. Mrs. Mu, you're still as strong-willed as ever. Remember when we first met, you spilled coffee all over me? You also told me not to dream of entering high society. What are you laughing at? Don't you think I'm right? You bitch! Why are you laughing? Does what I said sound wrong? You bitch!
How dare you conclude that I want to rely on a rich family?
F. Inf, I know these girls from the bottom rung, all learned fox-like tricks from a young age. Always wanting to rely on a rich family to rise to power. My son is innocent, of course he can't handle your scheming temptation.
So you really are thinking about your son?
Of course, he will be the heir to the Mu family in the future. I want every step he takes to be perfect.
But he's already behind from the start.
What do you mean?
Don't you know this yourself? From the moment he was in your belly, his life was destined to be imperfect. Isn't that right?
You. What did you know?
Can you guess why I'm attending this engagement party? Because I just want to watch this good play?
Impossible. You can't know that?
Why is your lover here today, your son with someone else? What does he come for?
So what exactly do you know?
You think only you can investigate, I can't do it. Do you think I'm still the little girl you used to dominate?
Shoe wonking? What do you want to do?
Did you kill Mube's Moonshine, not Mr. Mu's biological son? Is Mukun not Mr. Mu's biological son, is that right?
You are slandering. Muhernan is indeed the flesh and blood of the Mu family. It was you who killed Muhubin.
You schemed to kill Mu Henbai's birth mother years ago so that you could become the new Mrs. Mu. But you never thought that Mr. Mu has weak sperm and can't have children. But to maintain your status, you cheated with someone else and gave birth to Mu Hanan?
No, I didn't.
I knew it. You won't admit it? This is the paternity test between Mu Hongyan and Mr. Mu. They have no blood relation at all. What else do you have to say?
You got close to my husband and son just to get their samples.
This is just one of the reasons. The other reason is to torture you and seek revenge for everything you did to me back then.
You bitch! I'm gonna kill you.
Xu Wonking back then is already dead, and you should be the one to accompany me to the grave.
What do you gain from doing this? I'm dead. You won't fare better.
Take your life and strip Mu Huan-nan of his claim to the Mu family. Make him the dirt poor underdog you hate the most. Let all the elite families in High City despise and mock him? Is it worth it?
No. No, please spare my son. He has no idea about anything I've done.
Spare me.
Please, I'll do anything you want.
Anything at all. Will you jump out of this window then, deal?
So, as long as I die, you'll never reveal this secret. Never let Hernan know.
Yes?
Mom!
Sorry.
Mom! What did you say to my mom? What did you tell her?
Just some facts you weren't willing to believe before.
You're really her.
So what? Young Master Mu, hurry up and make arrangements for your mother's funeral. For the next while you'll be very busy.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Mr. Mu, your wife committed suicide just now. Please take care and restrain your sorrow.
Suicide? My wife?
Nonsense, Auntie wouldn't commit suicide. Don't curse her openly here.
Engagement banquet. Cancel it. Why did my mom say sorry to me before she committed suicide? As the last person to be with my mom, what did Ju Wonking say to her? What was her goal?
Hernan.
Wonking.
Hernan. We're already engaged, why are you so distant from me?
You just want to do this now that my mom just died!
You're lying! You just reacted a moment ago.
Reacting doesn't mean I want to!
Don't want to do it with me. Then who? Muhang Nan. What's wrong with me that you dislike me so much?
Let's break off the engagement.
You want to break off the engagement now that Auntie just died. She lived her whole life hoping to see us get married. I disagree.
I don't like Xianqian. You can give me anything you want. Can you stop wasting time on me?
Tell me the truth. Do you like that bitch? Fond of that stinking widow.
I forbid you to say that about her.
I've noticed you two are up to something. Manan, I'm your fiancé. Whether you like it or not, you have to be with me.
Even if we get married, I won't touch you.
What is missing in me that she has? She's just a slut who's been played by everyone. Chen Kier said she's a beggar for money. She sleeps with whoever has it. Can't you see that? It's almost time. It's Mr. Mu, you called me. I'm really happy.
Mrs. Chen, I would like to invite you out for dinner.
I'd be delighted. I'd be delighted.
Mrs. Chen, please excuse me for taking the liberty to invite you out this time.
No need to be polite, call me Snowy.
Miss Snow, I asked you out this time just to ask you if you heard clearly on the balcony that day what my wife was arguing with that man about.
I did hear some, but I'm not sure if I should say anything.
Go ahead.
Mr. Mu, are you really willing to hear this? I'm afraid it might shock you greatly.
Please tell me for sure.
The man seems to be saying he can't wait. He doesn't want to suffer the pain of separation from his family. Then Miss Mu kept trying to persuade him, and that there were some issues with your health check-up report.
Did she really say that?
Mr. Mu, is what Mrs. Mu said true? What's wrong with your body?
This is Mr. Mu's exam report.
His liver and kidney functions are already this bad. What caused it?
He suffers from asthenospermia. Since his eldest son, Muhubei, died, he has wanted to have another child. But the IVF with Mrs. Mu didn't turn out very well. To increase the chances of conception, he has been taking various fertility remedies. It has severely damaged his liver and kidneys.
It's ridiculous. How long can he last in that condition?
He's likely to get worse and won't last much longer. My health checkup report is very good. There's absolutely no issue. I really don't know why she's saying such nonsense.
That's good. You see, my husband passed away suddenly and I'm really scared. The person I care about is not well.
Miss Shirley, your concern truly leaves me at a loss for words.
You don't have to do anything in return, just know my intentions. Hernan.
What are you doing here again?
Don't be so cold. I'm here with some good news you'll like. It's about that wealthy widow. Don't you want to hear it? Looks like you really care about her. Just mentioning her, your eyes lit up.
Don't talk or get out.
You really don't know. That widow is already with your dad. The person you like might become your stepmom.
What are you talking about?
I'm not kidding.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Don't believe me. Look. This is what I filmed myself, guaranteed to be real. Now you should believe me.
It's just a normal meeting. Normal widow and a widower.
The looks are so suggestive. You call this a normal meeting with heads so close together.
This is definitely not a normal meeting. No matter what kind of meeting they are, it has nothing to do with us. Because, as you said, they are both single.
Mahanan, you are really beyond help. As long as she stays by your side, she can be your stepmom, right?
What are you here for?
I'm here to see your father.
It's late. What do you want from him?
He left something with me.
What is it? I can help you pass it along. What is it?
I want to give it to him personally.
What do you want from me? I can tell you. Just one word from you.
What do I want? You can't give it to me! Muhongnan 5 years ago. You already took everything from me.
Hernan, what are you doing?
Let go of Miss Shuley! Miss Shuley, when did your relationship get close enough to call her by name?
Impudent. Miss Shuley is my guest, and I don't allow you to speak to her disrespectfully.
Guest or lover? Dad, can you say it more clearly?
My relationship with her is none of your business to question.
Why not? You're trying to replace her just because Mom left not long ago!
As if Mom didn't use tricks to push out my ex-wife back then.
Mr. Mu, don't say that. Muxia also just lost a family member. How can you say such cruel words to him?
Miss Shirley, you're too soft-hearted, always compromising yourself to consider others' feelings.
Actually, I came today to return your cufflinks. But I didn't expect to make your father and son argue. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have come.
No, he will find out about this eventually. Hernan, you were right. Snowy and I are indeed together.
Mr. Mu, didn't we agree to wait a few more years?
No, I can't wait anymore. I won't allow you to hurt yourself like this. I won't allow you to humiliate yourself like this anymore. Starting from today, Shuli can freely enter and exit our Mu family. Whoever disagrees, just get out.
If this is what you want, I can leave.
How could you argue with your own son because of me?
I'm not even sure if I'm really his mother!
Boss John, here's the DA report you wanted.
Okay, you can go out first. He's not even my son. My only bloodline has left me. I raised him for 27 years and he turns out to be a cheater. This woman is really despicable.
Zhang, that woman has already paid for her mistake. Don't get angry anymore. Hernan is innocent. Why don't you treat him like your own son?
How is that possible? My Mu family is big and prosperous. How could I leave my lineage to a couple of adulterers? Surely, what should I do? I can never have my own flesh and blood again.
It's okay, Jong-hee. I'm young, we still have a chance.
It's impossible! I've tried many methods, but I won't have my own flesh and blood in this lifetime. What's wrong with you? Did you eat something bad?
No, I just feel nauseous and have no appetite lately.
Could you be pregnant?
How could that be? I've been feeling.
Go take a test quickly.
Okay? Long River, I'm really pregnant?
Heavens! Never thought in my lifetime I could see my own flesh and blood! Shulai, I'll take good care of you and the baby, believe me!
Qian, you're back to Heishi.
Chen-Cherry, you weren't like this when you were little. How did you grow up to be so stupid and cowardly? I was actually framed by a mere slave from a shantytown and ended up in prison.
You don't know that woman has very cunning methods. Not only did she seduce my big brother, but she also stirred up feelings between us siblings. She even switched the love potion in that cup with vicious intent.
I investigated these long ago. I'm here to pull you out of this, and we'll take down that woman together. Let her know the consequences of messing with us.
Qian, thank goodness for you. Even my parents don't bother with me anymore. Never thought we were just childhood playmates. But you'd still help me out.
Of course I'll help you. Enemies of my enemy are my friends. Let's join forces. I don't believe I can't deal with that bitch.
As long as you can save me, I'll do anything.
That's not necessary. I just want you to help me make a statement. Make Mu Hongnan believe that his big brother was killed by that woman back then.
I have a plan. It was her who killed your big brother back then. Hernan, believe me!
Do you think I'll believe you on your word alone? Chen-Kier, what really happened 5 years ago? Tell me, did my mom ask you to do this?
Not me, Hernan. I have concrete evidence. Xu Wanqing did it!
Xu Wanqing, is this what you want?
What will we do if your parents disagree?
Don't worry, as long as I like it, they'll accept it.
What if something goes wrong?
Then I'll leave the Mu family and be with you forever.
That's enough with those words. I don't need anything else, just you.
Wanqing.
I don't remember sending you an invitation.
My beloved women are getting married. How could I not be there in person? I want to see with my own eyes that she gets what she wants.
What I want, do you think I went through all this trouble to marry into a wealthy family just to become Madame Mu?
Is there any other reason then?
I am just like they say, vain and materialistic, caring only about money and status.
Then why didn't you choose me?
It's you who didn't choose me, not the other way around.
It's not too late. I don't care what happened between you and my father, or with my elder brother. I just want you! Just like you said before, we only care about each other.
Even if I'm pregnant with your father's child, it doesn't matter.
You're pregnant.
Yeah. So your father married me because I was carrying his only bloodline.
I see. You planned all of this, starting with marrying into the Chen family to kill Chen Fuxing. Frame Chen Kaur, then infiltrate high cities' elite circles as the Chen family's heir. Then get close to my father to kill my mother and sow discord between us. All for the child you're carrying.
Not too different.
What's the difference?
Chen Fushing was killed by Chen Kier. If she hadn't drugged my drink, I wouldn't had the chance to switch it. Right, I did seduce your father, but he had his eyes on my inheritance of the Chen family. He wanted to use that money to help turn around the Mu family's crisis. And your mother, all of that was self-inflicted. If it weren't for her sowing the seeds, she wouldn't have reaped what she sowed. All of this cause and effect was sown the moment you were born. And it only took root and sprouted 5 years ago, driven by sin. I know many people died because of me, but I don't feel the slightest guilt. Because I never wronged them, they owe me! You as a young master born with a silver spoon, will never understand the feeling of being wronged and betrayed by the person you love.
Wonking, what can I do to make you forgive me?
Mr. Me, your late devotion is cheaper than grass.
Welcome to Mr. Mu Chang and Miss Snowley's wedding ceremony. Now let's welcome the bride to enter.
I never expected they would end up together.
It's like a fairy tale.
I heard they got married because of a child.
Didn't they say Boss Mu can't do that anymore? How could he get married because of a child then?
That's why they say someone is capable.
The bride has something to say to everyone next.
Thank you all for coming to my wedding with Chang. Though I've only been in Haiching for a short while, I've already remembered every face here today. On this occasion, I wish that all of you can achieve your wishes as I have.
Well said. Shu Wanking, you truly have gotten what you wished for.
What does she call her? Chiwucking.
You heard right, this woman is Shu Wanking. He is the murderer who killed Brother Mu Henbai, years ago.
Miss Chen, how can you say such things about my wife? She just looks like that woman, but she's not Shu Wanking. Shu Wanking died in prison 5 years ago.
Did you really think she was dead?
Zhengyi, let it be. The clear will clear itself. No need to explain to her. Today is our wedding day. Miss Chen, you're not welcome here. Please leave. See you out.
Shu Wanking, if you kick me out now, it means you're guilty. If you're truly innocent, are you brave enough to face me head on? What if I admit my mistake? I'll apologize and never bother you again.
Face off, you want me to prove I'm not Shu Wanking? I've already proven it to you before and shown evidence. But you would not believe. Why should I waste my words on you?
Shu Wanking, how do you explain this production record?
It seems that Miss Chen is well prepared today, but I'm not sure what you mean by production records. I've only carried one child, Mu family's flesh and blood.
That child has no blood relation to me, but to your cousin. This means she is Mu Big Brother's child and Uncle Mu's granddaughter.
She's right, she only had one child, Mu family's flesh and blood. Instead of mine. So she really knew all along and had everything planned out.
This is Shu Wanking's health check-up record from prison, which clearly states that she was tested positive for pregnancy. So whether the child was born or not, they would have been able to detect it. Shu Wanking, you said you never got pregnant. Are you willing to take the test?
I am pregnant. For the health of the fetus, I can't take any examinations.
Rest assured, I brought the most experienced private doctor and ultrasound equipment. Miss Snowy, you can think it as a prenatal check. And also see how the baby in your belly is doing. It can detect past pregnancies.
I said no, don't come me.
I see you're just scared and don't want to get checked.
She said no. Are your ears deaf?
This woman Moo Hernan treats you like this. And you still protect her?
Manath, why? Why do you keep helping me? Don't you have only hatred and disgust for me now?
She's not wonking. I can prove it wonking. She's already dead. She's not. Guys, no matter how things were between me and Miss Shuley before, she is now my father's wife! And the lady of Moo family group, whoever disrespects her disrespects the Moo family.
Moo Hanan, what are you? Can you speak for the Moo family? I tell you everything about you except your last name is not Moo. Do I need to remind you again? Uncle Moo, you've already suffered a loss once. Entrusting this to the wrong person will ruin your life.
Hernan, don't interfere in this matter. Shuli, I demand that you get checked right now.
What if I say I don't want to?
You have no choice in the matter.
Stop! What are you doing to my mother?
Right! This kid appeared before, now she's even called the godmother of Shu Wonking. I think she's the child who was born in prison that year. What else do you have to argue about now? I'm taking you back to the prison right now.
What are you? You dare hit me!
I'm hitting you for that. You dared to insult my child's godmother.
You really know how to cover your tracks. Would anyone believe you when you say that? This kid looks exactly like Shu Wonking. No, she seems more like...
Uncle, I miss you so much. It's great to finally see you again.
Shu Wonking, you actually had a child with Moo Hwanan. So what's in your belly isn't truly quite the drama.
Stop talking nonsense. You dare to insult my son, the only son of the Liu family in Nanchang. Don't you think you can get away with it?
Who wouldn't dare provoke Miss Snowpiercer knowing she's the godmother of Nanchang Liu family's only son?
How is this possible? How could a woman like her, so poor and unsophisticated, possibly have such connections?
Are you okay?
Xiao Xiao, I feel like I have a special closeness to you.
Uncle, I like you too. Are you willing to be with my mom? That way I can call you Dad.
Xiao Xiao, stop joking. Don't ruin Auntie's big wedding.
I didn't expect Shuli and Liu family from Nanchang to have such a deep connection. Shuli, I shouldn't have doubted you. Can you forgive me? Guests not invited are not welcome. Security, see these people out!
You've all been tricked by this woman. Look, this kid's features are just like Hernan's. This woman is shameless and will do anything. She's despicable. Chuanqian, you have to tell everyone. Tell everyone. This woman is Shu Wonking.
What a worthless piece of trash. Hernan. 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 Hernan, wake up, don't leave me!
Wonking, are you okay?
You're like this already, and you're still worried about me. Why don't you curse at me? Why aren't you angry with me?
It's all my fault. It's because of what my mom did. Everyone has been bullying you. I have to protect you. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Not your fault. None of this is your fault.
Shuli, let's go back.
I'm not Shuli at all. I'm Suan King. Mu Chang, you've lost your biological son. You've also lost the other son who saw you as his father. I never carried your child at all. That day, I just drugged you and made you sleep in my room. Wants to use you to get Mr. Mu. But now it doesn't matter anymore? You don't have many years left anyway. You'll definitely die alone and heartbroken. That's the greatest punishment for you. And I'll end up like this too.
Dad, wake up quickly. Xiaoxiao misses you. Come play with me.
Xiaoxiao, don't press Dad like that hurts.
I'm going to press Dad until he wakes up.
Xiaoxiao isn't listening at all. You better wake up quickly and take care of her with me.